SR&BG and the 2 keys to success. If you do these 2 things, if you have these 2 things in you, then you will succeed at anything, man. I'm talking about SR&BG. You're going to become a doctor. You can't become a doctor unless you have these 2 things in you. You can't be on stage with Ronnie Coleman and them back in the days. All them guys that was on stage, Kobe's, Jordans, everybody that you like on TV, the people that you look up to, the singers, the entertainers, the high-level witches, the high-level pastors, the real good pastors, the evil pastors. Everybody who's successful have these 2 things in them. And what are those 2 things? Those 2 things is sacrifice and suffering. Long suffering. Yeah, man, I know that sounds bad. I know that sounds real bad, but the Bible says it, long suffering, man. You hear what I'm saying? Sacrifice. Now, there's people out there, they say, yeah, these witches, these warlocks, the Satanists, they sacrifice people and dogs and all of that. You damn right, because they know the ruse. Back in the days, Cain and Abel, didn't Abel sacrifice to the Most High? The Most High loved sacrifice so much that he sent his only begotten son to do what? Become sacrificed. You hear what I'm saying? Semen retention is a sacrifice. Fasting is a sacrifice. And when you sacrifice off things like SR, sacrifice with fasting, thousands of push-ups, waking up in the morning, running, cardio. Look, I'm totally natural. But still, even with the brothers who's on steroids, man, they give up a big sacrifice just by being on steroids is a sacrifice. They sacrifice their testosterone in the long run. That's why they all got to be on TRT. But in the gym, the diet, they routine. I have been around bodybuilders who go on stage. I gotta give them their props, man. They do sacrifice. You can't be the great unless you sacrifice. Now back to the doctor. The doctor, years and years. Man, a registered nurse, it's so much sacrifice, man. I remember when my sister was doing her registered nurse thing. Now she's higher than a registered nurse, whatever they're called. But years ago when she was doing her registered nurse stuff, her table was always open with books and just so much stuff, so much sacrifice, man, and suffering, the suffering of having to do all of this, didn't even sleep good, and you still got to go to school, you got to cram it in. It's suffering, man. This is long suffering, man. Thousands of push-ups while y'all are asleep. I'm out there grinding and suffering, man. I'm running a mile and then I'm doing hundreds of push-ups, then running, and I'm doing it all, man. Look, I have to fix food for my children sometime. For 2 days in a row, I fixed the food. I want some damn cornbread, man, but I can't have the cornbread. I have to suffer. I have to sacrifice all of that so I can get what I want. You ain't never seen a person on top. People that you admire. Tupac. Yeah, Tupac had to stay in the studio for hours and hours. That's why he got all them songs. You hear what I'm saying? His voice used to dry up, I bet. Everybody from marathon runners, man. You know how many times Mayweather had to do this, man, in a row, like 1,000 times in a row, this one. Then 1,000 times. The pain is what makes you the diamond, man. And you can get your money from your mamas and your daddies and inheritance and stuff, but you're gonna lose it. I mean, people gonna know that you's a spoiled buster when you got it, man. You're gonna be on some like Jake Paul stuff, always fighting has-beens and stuff like that. You're never gonna get close to the champ because you didn't work hard for it. You didn't suffer. Everybody, even Tyler Perry, man, homeless, all of that. That was the stuff. That was the sacrifice, all of that type of stuff. Sometimes the Most High will put you in a situation to where you lose everything, man. And it's hard, but that hardness is what builds you, man. Those are the two keys to success, man. I don't care if you summoning up a demon or if you summoning up the Most High, you're gonna have to have some sacrifice. Now, I ain't saying you gotta sacrifice no damn chickens. You ain't gotta kill a goat, man. SR is a sacrifice. Getting on body gains or body gain, it's a sacrifice because there's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to stop eating because of this. And guess what? God forbid if you're the cook in the family, because you know how easy it is for me to pick up a piece of that fried chicken that I cooked. I have to cook the food and I have to dish it out. Then I have to go eat a damn can of tuna. While man, it hurts. Okay, once you are on a low carb diet, and I'm talking about like damn near no carbs, like damn near no carbs. Once you're on that, let's say like by like the third day, man, your sleep, you're gonna not be able to sleep that good. You're not gonna feel that good. It's so many times, I'm sweating right now. It's so many times that I just don't feel good. But I look good though. It's a sacrifice, man. It's all about sacrificing and suffering. You know, all them guys that you see that got that body and stuff, especially the legs. You know how a guy have to suffer on legs. See, that's why people don't like working legs. That's why you see a gang of people with the little legs. Not me, but you see a lot of people with the little legs because now legs, it requires suffering and sacrifice, man. You can't be skipping no leg days. That's the sacrifice. I mean, you gotta do them leg and you gotta do the workout to the fullest of its ability. And the suffering comes from, have you ever worked your legs so hard that your damn glutes, all of your lower body hurt to where you gotta get on the toilet like this and get off the toilet like, and you walking around like, oh my God, a heavy leg workout? Especially in the beginning of working out your legs, like if you fell off for a little while and now you coming back, man, you probably have to get a leg massage, especially working out like I work out and the guys that I work out with. You hear what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that sacrificing and that suffering. They like, forget that. You could get the arms in the chest. You know what I'm saying? You could play around with that. But when it comes to legs, long suffering and sacrifice. People don't like that. That's why when I see a guy that's real big and all that, I don't care about that. I immediately look down at his legs and his calves. Now, they don't have to be the biggest in the world and the rippedest and all of that, but when I see that he do, if I could tell that he work out his legs, then I give him his respect. I'm examining like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Now turn around, let me see your calves, nigga. Oh, okay. You got it. All right. Man, you ain't with the long suffering, man. You a pretty boy workout guy. Just a little bit of suffering, a little. Man, these witches, when they really want to do something, they gets the sacrificing, man. Some of them, the suffering part of the real witches. I ain't talking about these Harry Potter witches. The real witches that can transform their face and stuff, they will pray and chant a chant for days, man. They be fasting too. I'm not lying, man. The real ones, they'll chant on your ass from Monday to Wednesday, man. Continuously. Without a break. You don't believe me, huh? It's about sacrificing, suffering. That's all I gotta say. Peace.